super skincare day for like, oh my god, I couldn't tell you. It's been too long. Anyway, I have a little cloth here that I just wash my face with because I don't like our bathroom and I really want to avoid that at all costs. So I'm gonna go in with my Super Citrus Cleanser. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys while I do my skincare. Oh, it smells so good. But I've been struggling a lot recently with not being able to wake up in the morning without my phone. Like, for some reason in my head, that's the only way I can wake up. And obviously that's not true. And it's really annoying because subconsciously I'm taking in the opinions and thoughts of everyone else, and it sets the tone for my day without me even realizing it. I haven't done a face mask like this in a very long time, and I feel like I look like a clown. And I've also been struggling with motivation. For some reason, I was supposed to film this video on Monday. It's now Thursday. I just put it off so easily, and I just think to myself like, oh, I'm just having a rest day. And they're very important, absolutely, but I feel like I'm starting to use it as an excuse now. Like, I feel like I don't have enough discipline for myself to be like, no, let's film the video earlier in the week so we're not, you know, stressing by the end of the week. And I feel like I just need to stick to a schedule in order to help with my discipline. Why do I look like that? Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna sit and enjoy my coffee for a hot minute. I will get back to you once this has calmed down because I can't take myself seriously. I feel like people look so cute when they put on face masks, and then there's me. Okay, I can't look at this anymore. It feels so good to have that mask off my face. I don't know why, I felt so suffocated. This is the Vitamin C Green Tea Serum by Innisfree. I'm just gonna pop some of that onto my face to rejuvenate some life back into it. I went to my therapist on Monday and she told me something that really resonated with me, so I thought that I would share it with you guys. She told me that the mind is very attracted to negative thoughts. It kind of seeks them out. Like, you could have a positive comment, oh my god, this feels so good on my skin by the way, and a negative comment sitting side by side, but your brain is going to fixate more subconsciously on the negative comment. And for some reason our brains are just wired like that. Like, it's super unfair, and we've got to go out of our way to actually train our brain to nip that fixation with the negative thoughts. I resonated with it a lot because I have been struggling with my YouTube for a very long time now, and I uploaded a video 2 weeks ago and overnight it hit 2K, which was so exciting. I was like,
oh my god, like that's insane.
And then I uploaded my most recent video and it only got to 900 views overnight, and instantly my brain was like, oh no, like I've flopped, I've failed. And then I thought to myself for a second, I was like, wait, let's take a step back because I am where I wanted to be like 2 years ago. I just find it really important that when you are glowing up internally, that you take a step back and you really remember what you have right now that you didn't have like a few years ago or a few months ago. Anyway, for my last step of my skincare, I'm going to be using the Firming Lotion by Banging Body. This is freaking cool. Like, you can use this on your body, on your face. You can use it as a primer, a moisturizer. Very versatile. Oh my god, that feels so good. I'm going to smell like a banana all day. I feel like when I put effort into myself, I'm showing up as my highest self. I somewhat feel more productive when I have a little bit more face on. Why is my voice cracking? I'm almost 25. That should not be happening. I'm gonna go too extreme with like my lashes and stuff, but I just want to pop on something to make me feel glowy and confident. First of all though, sunscreen, very important because I want to go for a walk and get another coffee because this ain't doing it for me. Ooh, that is gliding on really nicely. Like, after applying that firming lotion, my skin feels really fucking soft. Bro, I need to do my skincare routine more often. It is so important to reignite your spark on your self-love days. Like, for example, I have been feeling kind of bland. I'm feeling kind of impostery at the moment. Like, I'm feeling, who am I? What's going on? What are my goals? It just feels like I'm kind of living at the moment without really any ambition or any drive. Trying something new is something I find reignites that spark. I don't know why. It's a little bit of excitement. It's something you're enjoying with yourself. It's all about the little things. Like, I don't have to be massive. Like, I want to sit in the sun today and do like a paint by numbers that has been sitting in my junk room for like the longest time. But today I'm going to do it because I've always wanted to do it and I just haven't had the time. Especially if you are in a routine and you feel like life is very mundane at the moment. If you try something new, it really helps reignite that spark inside you, which is so important. Also, just want to influence you guys for a minute because this is the best stuff ever. Look how it's just transformed my skin. stunning. I love this. I also want to highlight the importance of rest days. So I try and dedicate every Monday to a rest day for myself. It's just a day where I can focus on like cleaning without filming. I can play Stardew Valley without any guilt. Like I focus my Mondays on just having a guilt-free rest day. Think of your body as an iPhone, for example, and a rest day being the charger. If you don't have a rest day, you're not going to be charged and you won't be able to operate anymore. Like, does that make sense? It's all about balance. Like, you can't have one without the other. I also understand a lot of people can't dedicate full days to just resting. Like, I am very lucky in that aspect where I can do that. But even if you can just dedicate one night a week to resting, maybe it's an hour where you just zone out and just take it easy. Like, any time that you can rest is giving you time to charge so that you can have the battery life to have a productive day. I hope that made sense. I actually don't have any idea what I just said because these girls are keeping me on my toes. You are very distractive. You know those days where like the makeup is just makeuping? I think it's because I do my skincare routine. I find that there's no stress in spending time with your pets. As destructive and distracting you are,
Couldn't care.
I have no stresses with these guys. I'm just focused on this fluff ball. Like I just want to, like I just spend my time with my beans and they make me so happy. So your friends and your inner circle all have a massive impact on how you view the world. Like they really do shape you as a person. Like you do a lot of the work yourself, but the people you surround yourself with are a massive influence. And it really shows. Like you might not think it, but oh my God, when I was in the wrong circle with negative, toxic people, I had the most negative, toxic mindset. I was so insecure. I had no goals and ambitions because I would just be like, well, these people are judging everyone else around me, so I will get judged too for trying something new. And then when I got out of that circle, I decided to be ambitious and chase my dreams, and I don't want to ever look back. Oh my God, I never want to be in that position again. If you have no self-confidence, no self-love about yourself, you hate your own company, then you're going to want to fill that void with anyone who makes you not lonely kind of thing. And that could be a toxic person, that could be a person that's really bad for you. You know, coming from someone who had that mentality of, oh my God, I don't want to be alone. I'm so scared. I can't be within my own company. I found myself in a toxic relationship for 3 years. When you start to work on yourself and love yourself, start accepting yourself for who you are, not fixating on like your mistakes and all that kind of stuff, you start to attract people who respect and appreciate your energy more than trying to compete with you and be jealous and judgy and all that kind of stuff. Like everything starts with you and how you feel about yourself. The relationship you have with yourself is how you set the tone with others, how you set the tone with your day. It all begins with you, and at the end of the day, like you're the only person that has the power to change all that. Like no one else can do this for you. No one else can make your day 10 out of 10. Like it's all up to you. I don't really know how to say that because my brain is just like mush right now. She's a bit mushy up there. I need to go and grab a coffee. So I'm gonna go for a walk and get another coffee because coffee is good for the soul. I mean, it's good for my soul. That's what I'm telling myself. First impressions of the dirty chai latte. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's not bad, but it's interesting. It's not the worst, but I just thought it would be more like cinnamony. I made a chia pudding cereal breakfast thing. My birds are so loud. Oh my God. I have been loving these for breakfast at the moment. They're just so groovy. And I'm not a fan of like milk in cereal. I don't know why. I haven't had the chocolate yet, so let's give it a go. Okay. It's not actually that sweet. It's quite a savory chocolate, if that makes sense. I love to fuel my body on self-love days because I find fueling your body is so important for you, obviously. Like, food is good. Like, usually I'm slack. I'll just reach for, like, the 2-minute noodles, the frozen food. Like, I am really bad when it comes to cooking and making my own meals. I just cannot be fucked. I thought that I would fill out some gratitude self-love journal things that I've recently got, and I have been meaning to fill them out and I haven't yet. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity. Gratitude really helps to bring you back down to earth and make you realize the small things that you should be grateful for, like having a roof over your head, having pets, having a loving partner, having good friends, like just the little things that you take for granted until you don't have them anymore. There's actually a study in psychology. I did psychology in like year 10, so I didn't learn this in psychology. I'm reading it off Google. But there was a psychology research where gratitude helps project positive energy, and that is what we're after today. That is what we need. Gratitude helps people feel more positive, improve their health, deal with adversity, you know, remember all those good times, those good memories. I started off with the daily gratitudes. So I'm feeling smiley today. I'm grateful for the warm and sunny weather. I can finally defrost. It's about time. I'm very grateful for my health at the moment. I've been feeling really good lately. I just haven't had time to love myself, but I've been feeling really good. I'm really grateful for my inner circle and their amazing support. I always get so giddy when one of my friends comments or messages me about my video and they're just like, I love your video so much. Like, it was so good. I'm so proud of you. And it makes me so happy. Something I'm proud of is trying something new today, which was the dirty chai. I've been wanting to try the dirty chai latte for like months now. It's been a while. I mean, it wasn't the best thing I've put in my mouth, but I'm really happy that I got to try it, and now I can never order it again. So they've got little boxes that say more of this and less of this. So I want to do more of waking up earlier, more skincare, walking in the morning, social detoxing, and moving my body. I want to do less of snoozing my alarm in the morning, phone time in the morning, endlessly scrolling, and less Stardew Valley, because I am just a little bit too obsessed with that. Everything of my less of this is around technology, so that's a massive thing. And then I just filled out some feel-good goals. Well, I filled out one because that's the only goal I could think of. I want to hit 100K on YouTube. Obviously, that is a massive step, and the steps that I'm going to do to get there is to be more involved, obviously. Stick to a schedule. I'm really bad at sticking to a schedule. Like, I am really unorganized. You would think my life is organized, but I'm not. And then I just want to create fun videos. I want to make sure they're fun and engaging and just really fucking cool. So those are my goals. I was gonna do this outside, but it's decided to rain all of a sudden. Like, where did that come from? I'm gonna eat my lunch. I'm gonna do this paint by numbers and just relax for a minute, because I feel like I'm overwhelming my brain with this video. I just feel like I need to take a step back and just debrief for a second. I'm gonna pop some music on my iPad. It's just started raining right now. Okay, this day has not really gone to plan because it was sunny and gorgeous in the morning, and now it's rainy and stormy. All I want to do is just get into bed, so there's not too much else I can like physically do, but I've still got some hot tips and tricks up my sleeve about how you can glow up internally, because while glowing up externally is all good and fine and you feel really good, if you're not glowing up internally, then there's no point. Like, you're just wasting your time. I feel like self-awareness is a huge key to self-love, because without self-awareness, you don't really know what you want, what you won't settle for, when to take days off because you're so burnt out, you're so overwhelmed, and when to pick yourself up and get yourself back into a productive mindset. Like, self-awareness is so important, and you can practice it by setting some boundaries, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, embracing your intuition, and just overall practicing self-discipline with your weaknesses. I definitely need to be doing that. Energy is a currency, so spend it wisely. I cannot stress this enough, and I've only recently learned this one because I was a huge people pleaser. You've got to learn that not everybody deserves your time or your presence. Like imagine you're so exhausted and you're so run down and a friend wants you to go on an errand with them. Another friend wants to rant. Another friend, needs your help with something. You don't have the mental capacity right now to take on anyone else's burdens, and it's completely okay to say no to that. It's not your responsibility to fix other people because number one, if people don't want to be helped, they can't be helped. Like it's not going to happen. Number two, you've got to work on yourself, baby. Like you've got to fix yourself first. You should only be comparing yourself to your past self. Otherwise, you're just going to be tearing yourself down because you think to yourself, why am I not pretty like her? Why is my life not together like them? Why don't I have a house? Why this? Why that? Like you're just comparing to someone else's end result when you're on your own journey. I feel like this is a big one, and if you were to take anything away from this video, it's definitely this point here, and it is negative self-talk and how much it influences our lives, how we view ourselves, our friends, our future, our experiences. It's just all about replacing those negative thoughts with positive ones, and I know how hard that is because I used to be a person that was so insecure, so self-conscious, I had nothing nice to say about myself. It can really just happen with a lot of mirror work, a lot of positive affirmations and attitude. Another good one is a social media detox. I cannot stress enough about the importance of this. Unfollow people that are no longer aligning with you, not inspiring you, people that make you feel bad about yourself. Like they might not be doing anything like directly to make you feel bad, but like if you're comparing yourself, if they give you a bad taste in your mouth, sometimes we just don't align with people and that's fine. And if they're doing that, like if you feel negative looking at their posts, like just unfollow them. It doesn't matter if you knew them from high school. It doesn't matter if they're your second cousin. Like just get rid of them. For example, I like to go through my social media pages like every month usually and follow a lot of self-love pages, quote pages, people that inspire me, people that give me a good feeling about myself. They motivate me. And then I filter through the people that I'm following and unfollow anybody who makes me compare, makes me feel bad about myself, doesn't inspire me, doesn't really align with me anymore. And it's completely fine. Like you see your social media every single day. It's completely okay to want it to be a good feeling environment. For my last point, I wanted to talk about the importance of being the best version for yourself. Probably thinking to yourself, like, this is so obvious, like, whatever, Shelly, blah, blah, blah. But I was listening to a podcast earlier this morning, as you guys saw on my walk. The podcast was about how you tend to give yourself the leftovers of what you give other people. So for example, you give strangers your best version of yourself. Like you wouldn't tell a stranger about how tired you are, or you wouldn't trauma dump on a stranger. Well, I hope not. Anyway, like you wouldn't tell them about your problems and your dramas like we do with our close inner circle and ourselves. Like we see when we're tired, unmotivated, all that kind of stuff, and our friends, family, and partners see that too. And Alexis was saying how we should actually be switching that mindset, give it the old switcheroo, and continuing to give ourselves and our inner circle the best version of us. Because it's very important to put that effort in every day and, show up for you, show up for your friends. The grass is greener where you water it kind of thing. Like people's lives might be looking good and, flourishing, and their friends are so loving to them, and their partner, oh my God, they're so in love. But like, are you watering your grass too, or are you just reminiscing on what could be, but your grass is dry as hell, like Sahara Desert? Like that podcast was so good. I definitely recommend you go and listen to it because I totally butchered it, by the way. It was so much more empowering than what I just said just then. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to give me a like and let me know down below any more video topics that you would like me to cover. Anyway, I'm gonna go now because I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of my voice. So have a lovely Sunday and bye!